solo agents. The Fang shield requires you to complete all 7 legendary missions on the division, and we have you covered. In the video description you'll see a link to the playlist that has all 7 legendary missions in there and how to complete them solo. With the tactician build, there's also a link in the description for that build and how I have it rolled, and they should help you. Anybody should be able to use those videos and get through this. However, if you do want some help from ourselves, and you know you've been around the channel, you know what we're about, we help people, you just got to join our Discord. That link is also in the description. If you join our Discord, the link's on screen now to what you'll see on the desktop. It'll look a bit different on your phone, but you just want to post in the request for help channel. Just post your PSN and what you need help with. We'll help with anything, but in this instance just post Fang Shield and we'll get round to you as soon as possible. But in this video now I'm going to show you how to complete Warrengate Legendary solo with my tactician build. This one's quite an easy one. Just follow the instructions, you should have no trouble. But before we get into that, if you like this video and it helps, please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel, then do go and check the channel out and see what you think. I have a lot of division content. Be sure to check out the past streams, as that's where it's all at. And hit subscribe if you like, guys, and let's get into this. Before we go ahead, let's just check on the build. So you'll notice that I have it on full on electronics and as much skill power as I can, and I run an inventive backpack with this build. You want your stats very similar to that, but if you do want to see this in a lot more detail, just check the video description. As I said earlier, the link is in there. The skills you want to run at this point is you want to run Seeker Mines and you want to run a turret. So it's the cluster Seeker Mine and the active sensor turret, and you are good to go. This bit is very easy. Now I normally run inside and go up the scaffolding on the right, but solo that proves to be too difficult, so I stay out here and I just throw out my Seekers and I get my turret in there. This is very easy, guys. I'm going to let you watch this out and I'll cut back in on the next section. For this bit, you are going to want to make sure you have your green recovery link available and a med kit, and hit this switch. As soon as you hit the switch, run straight back. Shotty's going to fire at you right away. You want to get behind here and in cover. Now, I just survived that without using my green, hit a med kit when I got there. But then from here, all you got to do is, you've already put your turret down on the way back. I forgot to mention that, but just place that as you're running back, and you got your seekers to finish them off. Now as you come around here, you'll notice that I go against this cover here. It's not the best place to be. You'll see where I pull back to in a minute. Where I pull back to is basically where you want to be. Throw it, and you just want to throw a turret out as far as you can. Stay back and throw seekers. It's as easy as that. This room won't prove much difficulty, so just see where I go back to, guys, and play it from there. This bit is fairly straightforward as well. You just want to put a turret down before you hit the switch, around about the location that I have here, and you want to go and hit the switch. Now 2 shotties are going to rush you and 2 shield guys. So it's the shotties that you want to worry about. Just pull back to a safe distance, as I do here, and you're just going to throw out your seekers, and you may need to use your gun at this point on a shotty if it does get past the turret. Take out the heavies and you're done with this section. This follows suit with what we've just been doing. You're going to be throwing seekers and your turret out and staying at a distance. Just watch the position that I put myself in. They sometimes do have a tendency to chase you, so if they do rush, just pull back, run back into the room you were just in. Just keep pulling back until you know you're safe, and continue throwing seekers and throwing your turret out. Could it be any easier? This bit can get a little bit tricky, but you should be fine. Just remember you can run back where you just came from if you need to. At the start you're going to have a couple of shotgunners that you need to take care of, so we're going to use the turret to do that, and seekers. Just use your gun if they get close. You should be able to kill them before they reach you. Now after the shotgunners you can get rid of your turret and switch to a sticky bomb, because you're going to want to take out that medic as quick as you can, and a sticky bomb's just more use at this point. Stay here, clear the wave, and there's going to be a second wave. I'll cut back in then. I had to speed that up, guys, because I was making very hard work of that. I must have been distracted at the time or something. The order in which you want to take those enemies out is medic, then snipers, and then the rest of them. For some reason I went for snipers first, I kept on missing them and it took ages, but I'm at the end of this section now. As soon as I kill the remaining 2 NPCs here, we're going to push forward. And we're going to push down the left side. Stay clear of the right. If you go right, it triggers a wave of an agent that you don't need to trigger. So you'll see the route that I take down the left side of the room. Just do that and you'll get another wave. Now once you clear that wave, it's only 2 or 3 NPCs. You've got to start running up the stairs in the far left corner. You'll see me do that. As soon as you see red on the screen, so in your top left radar, at that point, you run straight back to the cover that we were just in and do exactly the same as earlier. This bit is very easy. I'll let you watch it out now, guys. And I'll cut back in the next section. Things start to get a little bit sticky here for me. You'll notice now first a grenade hits me. That was close to taking me out. And then next I'm getting rushed. I've still got my greens, so I'm good, but I've got no med kits. Now, just be careful. Pull them, just watch how I pull them back and I'll run back. I always say this in every video. If you feel that they're chasing you or rushing you, just pull back as far as you can to a safe spot. Watch how I do this and you'll be absolutely fine if this happens to you too. This next section is very easy for the most part. You're just throwing stickies through a door. You're going to do the whole room from outside, and you want to change your sticky to a flame turret. Now, as you go through this door, there's a set of stairs. You're going to be basing yourself here. You're going to be throwing your flame turret out just to kind of like warn you when there's any NPCs rushing, because on the second wave of this room, you get some shotgunners. You need to know when they're rushing so you can pull back to a safe distance and take them out. So you use a flame turret for that. Keep it down at all times. Throw your seekers out. You clear the room relatively quickly. It's not much of an issue at all, guys. I'll let you watch this out. I'm actually going to be a cut here because I failed later on in the mission. This is your checkpoint. So if you do fail from here on in, you'll resume from here. You're now on a timer, and that's ticking down in the top left hand corner of the screen. You have plenty of time if you do this how I do it though, so don't worry about that. You're going to want seekers and a sticky for this bit. Now as you first run into this room, there's like a first wave of enemies that you need to take care of first. Try and focus on the medic, but he will go down quite easy. There's also an agent to be careful of, but it's easy work this, guys. Just watch what I do here, do the same. I'll cut back in for the first switch. Now I make a mistake here. It doesn't cost me too much time, but before you hit this switch, it is the one you want to do first, but look at where the enemies come out from. Kind of know I just threw that seeker. Go and place a sticky bomb down there first where they just run out from, because you could just detonate it and kill most of them right from the get-go there to save some time. However, I didn't, so if a few do get away, you do want to be in this position and you just want to throw your seekers out and more stickies. Very easy to do, and there's a second and third switch still to go. Onto the second switch. Before you do go and interact with it, get your sticky bomb and place it here in front of this door. Enemies are going to come out of this big door when you hit this switch. Now as soon as they do that, the shotties will start shooting at you right away. You'll see now. Just hit that, detonate it, and pretty much they're all dead. Nice and easy. Finish the rest off with some seekers, another sticky or two, and you're done. This is now the third switch in the final one of the room, and it's the same again really. You're placing your sticky in a convenient position, and this time it's here. All the enemies are going to come out of the door in front, and you're going to go and hit the third switch. Wait for the enemies to all be in that sticky, detonate it, throw seekers, throw a few more stickies, and you're done. At the end of this one, you will need to go and turn a fourth valve, sorry. So just go and do that to complete the section, and then we're on to the boss waves. You're now in the final room. You've got 3 waves of NPCs to face before the final wave of 4 elite named enemies. It's quite easy. This is more about patience. You just want to get their attention, which I have done, and you want to pull back to this position here. You're going to do pretty much the whole sector, including the bosses, from this position here, guys. Don't take risks. If you lose your green, you got to pull back to the previous room. You'll see me do it throughout because I do lose my green, and just take your time, get it back, and then re-engage. As long as you do that, you should not fail. Just watch how I do this section. I'm going to cut back in when it's the bosses. Oh, and that reminds me, they may push you. If they do push you, also pull back to this position. If you get into the cover, where I am now, this is where I wait to get my greens back. And if enemies do push you, they won't push this far. They kind of spread out the room. So it's still easy. Just be very cautious on that, guys. Enjoy this section, and I'll be back soon. am very unfortunate here because the last NPC rushed me back to this room. When he dies, the boss wave comes out right away. So the boss wave is already coming out now. Now you'll see where I try and aim to get my sticky. You kind of want to get these as they come out the door. And you get it by going to this position here and aiming. But I was a bit slow because they already started coming as I was running back. But you can get well prepped for that, guys. You can be pretty much aiming and have a few seconds to make sure you hit a medic. The aim there is to try and get rid of the medics because they're a pain in the bum. But anyway, I didn't, so you can see this done without getting rid of the medics. As soon as you do that and you try and hit them, pull back here. And you just want to throw Seekers again. Now, with the medic boxes down, you're not going to be doing no damage at all. But how this section kind of works is if you stay here, an enemy, there you go, will pull to the right there. Now, that's a medic, so I'm lucky. Just aim your stickies at him, you'll get the odd sticky on him, and you'll eventually kill him. And that's it, guys. Just be very patient. All the enemies will go to that right side eventually. So even if the medics are last to kill, you will eventually do it. That's me done. I hope this has helped you. If it has, remember to hit that like button again, guys. And subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. Check out some of my other content on the channel and my past live streams. You might really like them. But until the next video, thank you for watching this one, and peace out.